Hi everyone, I'm Sam.
And I'm Walter.
And welcome to Unit 8, Fare Free-for-All. So Olympia, Washington is adding its name to a list of cities who want to update their transit system by eliminating all fares.
Right, this is not the only city, as you mentioned before. A lot of cities have streamlined this sort of, I guess, rule or way of paying or not paying for public transportation.
Streamline.
Streamline. However, it's not as amazing as it sounds, as you also have to install certain machines or also change it up a little bit, and this can negate savings.
Right. So that brings me to the point of Olympia, Washington and their fleet of buses. Negate.
Negate.
Fleet.
Fleet.
So they've said that replacing the fare box with electronic card readers actually is very cost ineffective and will cause them a lot of future profit.
Right.
So this dichotomy can be explained, with the attitude towards public transportation. Dichotomy.
Dichotomy.
Citizens often see public transportation as a service, like a taxi, whereas the government or the city kind of use it as something that is for the greater good of the community. And that's where this whole eliminating the fare comes into play.
Right.
So I'm curious, Walter, what forms of public transportation are available in your home city?
Well, in my home city, which is Brisbane, Australia, we have trains and buses. However, Brisbane is very well known for having terrible public transportation. It's overpriced and also very slow. We're not very proud of our public transportation. However, it's a small city, so many people now are using the green lime scooters, I think.
Oh, okay.
So that's becoming a trend these days as well as Uber. If you can call Uber a public transportation, I think you can.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I think Uber is now growing where things such as the trains and buses are getting less and less. How about you? How about in London?
In London, we definitely have the subway. Well, we call it the Underground.
Yep.
We have the kind of famous double-decker buses, big red buses, and also infamous for our expensive taxis.
Okay.
They're great. Cabbies, the taxi drivers are very talkative, but the price can be quite high, especially compared to countries such as Korea. I do believe that people are kind of using Uber a lot more, like you said, and the conventional way of taking a taxi is slowly being replaced.
Right. Well, here in Korea, how often do you use public transportation?
Oh, every day.
Every day?
Every day. The subway in Korea is just so good. It's clean, it's efficient, it's on time, and it's cheap. So those are the big reasons. I didn't take buses as much, but these days I'm starting to use buses a lot more, as there has been a kind of new lane in a lot of roads for buses, so you can really beat traffic. What about you?
For me, yes, I do take the subway every day to and from work. Like you, I also don't take buses very often. I don't really like the way the buses are driven. They're very stop-start, and they can make me feel quite sick while I'm taking them. But yes, every day I use the subway.
Right, okay. Well, that does it for our preview section, and we'll see you in the review.